Welcome to Youth in Agriculture. Today we are coming to you from Dagoretti, where we have an amazing story lined up for you of one Collins Mutindi, who is a music producer. But during the 2020 COVID-19 disruption, he ignited his passion into farming, and he will be telling us how he's juggling between music and farming. And I can see him right here. He's coming to get us. I know you're wondering what we are doing in an apartment, but you will be learning that very soon.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, how are
Karibu
you?
sana.
Asante.
It's beautiful to have you here.
We are happy
You're
to be here.
wondering, it's farming like
I
in
know.
kwa apartment.
Tunafanya nini kwa apartment?
Kwa apartment, I want to show you the studio first because the main thing I do is production, or
It is your first love.
It's my first love.
Yes.
And that is what I do mostly at night, because I produce at night when it's settled.
Yeah.
And during the day, I spend my day in.
You go to the farm.
To the farm.
Okay, so we are going to see the studio.
Come,
okay.
Let's see the studio.
Okay. So you, at night, you're a music producer.
Yeah.
During the day, you are a farmer.
At night, I'm a producer. During the day, I am.
You're producing something else.
Yes, and it's a place where we live also.
Ah, nice.
Karibu.
Asante, asante. Collins, thank you so much for having us today.
Welcome.
And you are a music producer for the deaf, and that is how many of us know you for. So give us a little bit of your music and maybe even how you transitioned and acquired a new passion in farming.
It's a story that comes, it pops up every day. But something I've come to realize is that music was born in me. When I was young, my dad and my mom, both my parents, they noticed that kind of uniqueness in me, because other children could not, or my other siblings, they didn't have that ability to sing, but I did. And I took that from my mom, because my mom would wash utensils while singing, wash clothes while singing, and so I inherited that from her.
So exactly at what point did you get interest in farming?
I did agriculture in high school. The normal agriculture subject. So after high school, I went to school that time. After high school, we wait for at least 1.5 years so that ungoje barua ikuje ya university or college or something, wambi umefail ama points hazichukuliwi, you see. So during that 1.5 years, my dad had acquired a land somewhere in Western. And I'm the one who was living there alone. So nikaanza tu kupanda vitu, hivyo. It was just like by accident tu nimwambiwa, wewe ndo kaishi huko uchunge hiyo shamba, you see. But then me, I'm not a lazy person. I like doing things. So I started planting trees. I started planting flowers before I got to now my Indian stuff. And then my first project as an agronomist was waru, Irish potatoes. Yeah, and I called my mom. I told her I want to try and put some Irish potatoes in the ground. I see how they can come out, because in that area, in that region, it's in Lugari, people don't farm Irish potatoes. I mean, I like being unique. Months later, a lot of Irish potatoes. So the interest, ikakuwa, okay. So we can even sell them. But the first bunch, we gave them away. Many years later, acquired a land, because of growth. When you grow, you buy an apartment, you buy land, you buy things. So I got land. It was dead there. Then a friend encouraged me and said, "Ufai kubai mboga." That is what he said. Ufai kubai mboga, and because there's a river here, do something. Just plant anything.
You've heard how Collins Mutindi became a farmer, and even being still a producer, music for the deaf being his first passion. We will now be going to the farm where he is farming on a 3/4 acre of land, and he is growing different vegetables, indigenous vegetables. Come with us to the farm.
So now, Susan, karibu huku unaona cabbage.
It looks
good,
really good, yeah.
By good you mean
As in
I've treated them well.
You've treated them well. Like the cabbages are so full
And healthy.
and they are so green, they're so healthy. Yes.
Okay. So these are 1.5 months.
Yes.
In another 1 month tutakuwa tunazivuna.
Okay.
Hii side kuna skuma, of course. Skuma, hakuna farmer anaweza kosa skuma kwa farm yake.
We are finally at the farm, and Collins is right here to tell us more about this farm, how big it is, the variety of crops that are here, and how is it picking up. Collins,
Yeah.
This looks amazing. You've done an amazing job.
Doesn't look like the studio.
It looks good. The studio is something else and the farm is something else.
You can see how beautiful a land can be.
Yes.
If you only beautify it. Hapa mimi niko karibu kwa mdosi. It's not just being mdosi. I know what I will eat. I'm sure I'll get money. But the most important, the therapy that I get from this. Because you are seeing this now. Me, I saw it as a seed. Transplanted it, put it in the seedbed, watered it, mulch, put fertilizer, manure, yani ndio ifike hapa. It's a huge therapy session. So that is the beauty about this.
How big is this piece of land?
Now for here, this is half, and then the other side that I will show you is quarter. So it's 3/4. Yes, it's almost an acre. Yeah, and I have utilized it vizuri kabisa, as you can see. This is cabbage, that is murenda, sukuma wiki, there's spinach also, and there's managu. I have utilized even the smallest places, the edges, because I love the farm. I love experimenting the new crops. I like knowing what I'll plant next, because there's something that will come after this. You see, there's already a seedbed that I put up yesterday, because I know after 1 month this is coming out. Tunaweka kitu. But it's therapeutic.
Nice.
That's the beauty about it.
If I may ask,
Yeah.
how many heads of cabbages have you planted, and how much did it cost you? And would you roughly be expecting, how much are you expecting the cabbage will be costing by the time you go to the market?
Roughly, I did 10,000. Actually, it was 10,000 seeds, because the packet was for 10,000, but it normally comes with extra. So for the 10,000, the other side of the land, I put 8,000, and here is 2,000. So for the 8,000, we have already harvested. This one, it is slowed down kidogo tu, so you can calculate for yourself. Uone between 30th December to March 15th, how much can you make from a half acre ama 3/4 land? Can make a lot of money. That is just cabbage.
How much did cabbage give you?
Hey, tunaongelea mili. For the 8,000, about 7,500 zili survive. Na the minimum price tulikuwa tunauza cabbage moja, because mi nilipiga timing ya February, March, mi nilistudy 120 Kenya shillings. So nilikuwa na cabbage. Nilipata low fiti, na I spent like 100K to prepare land, to cultivate, to palilia, to mulch, to everything. It was totaling up to 90 something, rounding it to 100,000. Nilipata do poa. I still have 2,000 more cabbages. And from the look of things, hapa ni kama 1,950 zime survive. It's like 50 pieces peke yake ndo zimepotea. And I'm not afraid of the rains. I'm not afraid of sun. Because I'm ready, niko na irrigation system. If the rain goes away, I will just irrigate. So I'm well prepared about that. Yeah.
So the other thing, you have skuma. You said you have a daily customer that comes.
Daily customer from Karen. Customers, actually, it's not even a customers. But then again, I have someone who buys a whole section. So what I did, the reason why I have mitaro beds is because there are people who will come on daily basis, but there's someone who wants to buy a section. You see, so yeah, I have divided myself to putting like sections, sizable sections, so that I can feed the people who want to for daily and the people who want the large. Yeah.
And you also have murenda.
And there's murenda here. Murenda, I do it for rotation. You know, I do kienyeji, but rotation. You can't consistently do one thing. So if this murenda, when it comes from here, I will take it to the other side and bring managu here or terere here. You see, so it's a rotational thing. Yes.
And what are some of the challenges you can say you have encountered as a farmer?
I'll say I haven't encountered much challenges because, number one, I have friends. When I mentioned in the studio, kuna friends wenye wanajua mtu wa generator, mtu wa the type of seed, the type of what. But still, it's not like there's no challenge at all. There's pests. Ukiangalia kama hiyo, unaona imekulwa na nini sana, imekulwa na wadudu. Unaona? And we sacrifice like one of them. Do tuone what type of products can we use to fight. There's another thing about cabbage. Kuna kitu inaitwa fuko. Fuko inakuja inachukua.
The squirrel.
It's not. I think it's squirrel family or something.
Okay.
Inachukua roots. It eats the roots. And then huku juu inabaki. I'll show you like that one. Inabaki nini? Hakuna kitu.
Thank you so much for keeping it here on Youth in Agriculture. Remember, we are coming to you from Dagoretti, where we are sharing Collins Mutindi's story. He is known for music production for the deaf, but today he is showing us his other side as a farmer. We will be taking a short commercial break, but don't go too far.